Hello and welcome. Welcome to today's video. I'm Ragnvald, the Powerwork Builder. And today we're going to work on pack 24 of our Knight Rider build. And get a little bit more done with it. So we'll crack on with book 91. So here's our build instructions for 91. So we are, so it looks like we're going to be doing the gas cap, putting the fuel cap on this side of the kit. Then we're going to put the roof panel on to secure our T-tops. And then we'll also be putting our last piece of body on this side of the car. And then we'll have all the body panels on the car minus the, the bumper. But I mean, all the metal panels will be on. The doors, the fenders, and the quarter panel. So let me just find my little magazine thing here. So that way I can put that up. And we will start with 91, where we're going to put our roof piece on that will hold down our T-tops. And as you can see right there, that's the front of the piece of metal, because that's where the little T-top hinges will go into. So, and plus you can kind of tell also, yeah, you can see how it's kind of curved there, and it follows the curve of this back window. Okay, so we'll lay that down there, and then we'll take our WM screws, which are got little washer heads on it. We'll take 3 of those, and we'll screw that piece on. I'm just trying to figure out where my little screwdriver is. Here we go. So I'm gonna carefully flip this over while keeping my hand underneath it. And we will get one of these screws in there. Now I'm just going to put that first one in loosely so I can get the second one in over on the other side, provided I can get the screw to play nice with me. All right. So, as you can see, if I can get the door open here, right there on both sides and right in the middle, that's your 2 screw points. Okay, so then we're carefully try to flip this back over. So then we got our tops hooked on there. So now we can actually open our tops without them coming off. Okay, so just kind of slide that back for a minute. We'll grab our, oh, wait a minute. Actually, I've got to actually, I've got to uninstall this panel. I put this panel on here just for storage purposes, but I have to remove it just so that way I can get the, so I can put it together. Just give me one little second here. I gotta, I mean, we are putting it on the car, but I need to I need to uninstall it so I can put the gas cap on it. And like I said, I had just put this on here just for storage. So I could have a finished look. And you kind of see how, you know, it was going to work with the door. So we're just going to uninstall this a minute. If I can get the one screw to come out. Okay. So we're just going to temporarily put this off to the side. So that way I can have room to work on my little desk. Otherwise it's a little too crowded. Okay, so we got our quarter piece. And I do have Mike Lane's door pin mod on mine. I heard people were saying that the pin that it comes with breaks real easy. So I ordered Mike Lane's door pins, which are made out of metal, and I do have to say that they are really nice. They make the door shut real nice and everything. I'm sure that, these are probably nice, but they said that after a few, opens and closes, that these can, break off. So that's just one of the mods that I put on there. Plus it makes the car look more realistic, having kind of a metal, door strike pin there. So anyhow, so we need to take our little hinge pin, tiny little hinge pin, and I'm gonna put that on here. Let's see. So we need the we need this upside down, and then we need the square end of it. Yeah, you need the square end with the hinge going that way to put it onto our fender. And then we need an AM screw for that. I'm just trying to see these fiddly little pieces in this black hole. So it'll look like that when you're done. See, that's like the open. It's like the cap's open. And then that's like the cap closed. So next we are going to attach the outside of our fuel cap to our hinge. For some reason that's not looking. You know, I'm gonna just try something here. Not quite. And our fuel cap is actually plastic. I'm just trying to figure out which way this is supposed to sit. Because I know when they had it like this, it showed the big hole with the hinge going in. So this would be like, no, actually I think it'd be like that. Yeah. Like that, because that would be open. And that would be closed. Okay. I'm just trying to get the right orientation on the hinge. Okay, so that piece is down, okay. So now, with this like that, I want to turn this like that, and then put this on here. Okay, then we want an AP screw. So there's like a little indent on the gas cap. You want that pointing toward the screw hole. There's a mounting point for the fender, you want that little gap on the inside of the cap to face that. So there you go. And then that's what it looks like from the inside. So there's kind of like, you can see exactly how it's supposed to be mounted there. And then when you pull it, it opens. So that's exactly the way you want it to look. Because you'll see that there is kind of like a bend on the, I don't know if I can get a good shot of that or not, but there's a bend in the hinge right there. And that bend has to be able to bend around the opening. So anyhow, so we did that. Now we take the gas cap and we'll screw it onto the fuel tank base. So that way when you open the lid, you'll just see the little cap. And there is a tiny little lug on the cap that'll line up with this tiny little lug that's on the base part. And then we'll put a BP screw in that. Oh, excuse me. My little one thing you got to make sure is that the fuel cap doesn't move out of that little groove. That way it'll tighten down nicely. And then we'll put this on the back side of our unit. And there's like one hole that allows this to move, and then there's two like indents for it to sit on, and there's a screw point right there. And we'll use an AM screw for that. Get one more AM screw out of here. All right. There it is on the back. And there it is on the front. Now what? Now I know it's kind of hard to see that in there. But what I might do, just because it's kind of hard to see that, I might add a little custom touch to that. I just need to find my custom touch. Bear with me 1 second. I got a whole bunch of boxes right below me that I got stuff in. All right, so maybe I lost my box. That's like spare stuff. Oh, they were right here. Never mind. I looked right at it and dismissed it. There we go. I'll let that dry and then maybe I'll put a little bit more on later. But I just put a little gold stripe on just the top part of it. That way you can kind of see the detail of that little gas cap cover. Okay, so now we will put that back on the car. So now, just put those 3 screws over there. I don't know if those, I can't remember if those were the right screws or not. I might have just grabbed some screws just to put it in there for the time being, but we'll put it in there the right way. So we'll lay this down. And then we're going to put this on here. So what they want you to do is on the back side right here, they want you to put 2 KM screws in the back. And you're going to have 1 EM screw right here. Otherwise, the rest of the attach points are going to have KM screws. Now, I know I did watch the World of Wayne's video, and so I probably did put, maybe out of these screws, I mean, I probably did put 2 KMs and an EM, and they kind of look like that, but I've got plenty of KMs and EM screws that I don't need to worry about, guessing with that. I'll just reuse what I got in the pack. So I need 4 of the KM screws. And then I need 1 EM screw. And I can tell right now that the screws that I did put in there are not the right screws. Because the KM screws are a little bit longer. And since I'm going to be doing metal here, I'm just going to get some oil so that way I can put them in properly. That's another trick the World of Wayne always says is if you're going into metal, put it in a little bit of oil. So we'll get this panel up here. I don't know. There we go. Didn't quite have that lined up properly. But I'm just going to try to get this in here just enough that it'll hold the panel on there. And then we'll go get our EM screw. Now these screws are not very easy to get in here. Just because of the awkwardness of where they're at. All right, that one's not going in there. Screw hole is just a little bit off. And it is hard to see in there. Yeah. That screw is just not hitting its mark. I think I got it in there though. Had to kind of shut the door and use the door as a guide to keep that panel in place. Otherwise, the panel was kind of like popping out of place. It wasn't letting the screw go in where it was supposed to. All right, we got one more screw to go, and then we'll have this panel installed. And then we get the fun joy of doing the other side. All right. neither one of those screws are all the way in. Okay, that one's in. Yeah. Okay. Those are in. So that's that side done. And we're finally done with issue 91. I apologize if that was a lengthy stage. I just made the mistake of forgetting to take this panel off so I could put the gas cap on. But we will move on to repeating the process with our other panel. But I'm probably not going to bore you with that tediness of trying to put all those screws in. I might just gloss over that. Because all we got to do is basically the same thing we did with, a lot of repetitiveness. So basically, you're just putting this little vent on this side. And using a BP screw on that. So get my BP screw here. Once I get this put together, though, my doors or my other door's not going to be flopping around on me. Getting in the way. I'm just trying to get the screw in here. All right. There we go. The vent was kind of loose, so I had to try to get that screw tightened down enough. All right, so now we're going to take our Mike Lane door pin. And we'll just put one screw back in there because we don't need that. And then we'll just line this one up. It does have a little guide pin on it. Huh. My screwdriver's not picking that up. Well, neither is that one. Okay. All right, so that door pin's in there. And then once that door pin's in, then we need to put this on the car with the exact same screws that we used before. Putting the EM screw at the top. I'm actually going to use the door to hold the quarter panel in place. Try to spin this around. That way I can have access to put these screws in. Okay, come on, you fiddly little screw. Okay, I think that one's in there. All right. You know, that wasn't cool, was it? I lost the screw inside the quarter panel somehow. Okay, so it's so freaking hard to see this thing. Okay. Sorry, I had to put a little light on the subject to see what I was trying to do. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, I just need one more EM or KM screw. And I am tilting it back a little bit just so it doesn't put too much unnecessary pressure on that wing mirror. And I'll get me an EM screw, that top part. Okay. There we go. We have the molecular bonded shell on kit. He is 100% complete. as far as the shell goes. So now our next task is put these brackets on with some VM screws. So we need 4 VM screws for these brackets. And they are marked left and right. So now I just got to remember see. So this so this would be that'd be left, okay. So we'll put the car like this and take the right one. Now I know they show the cars upside down, but they go right where my finger's at, and it'd be easy if it was like this. And so there's 2 screw holes, and then there's a lug. And you'll notice there are 2 screw holes, and then there is a lug for that to sit into. And there's a little recessed area also for that screw that you just put in, for that to kind of sit over that screw. And these are, I guess these would be like the rear body mounts, because you put front ones in up here. And I know when I put these front ones in, it makes it a little bit harder to, put the car back together just for storage purposes. I was struggling to take the car apart just so I could do this video because of the body mounts I put on the front. I don't know why my screwdriver's not working. Well, that's not quite in there, but I'm not gonna, I'll tighten it up, off camera. I'm not gonna bore you to death with Trying to get that on there. All right. So I would put this right or left one on here. All right. Well, that one's seems to be on there a lot better than the other one. I mean, that screw's not quite in. Well, I think that's in there good enough. So anyways, there's that. And then what they want you to do is want you to take the trims and put the trims on the car. It looks like they're just a press fit. Oh, they do have an L and an R on them. Let's see. So no, this would, yeah, this goes on this side. This front's not going in as well as the backside went in. Backside snapped in, but the front's not snapping in for some reason. Well, this one's just not even going on there at all. Oh, am I putting it on there the wrong way? Maybe I mean, this is the left side. Whatever. I'm done with that. I'll figure that out later. I've even watched videos and I was, heard that you don't even want those on the car when you're trying to put it together. So, anyhow, we'll just move on. I'll figure those fiddly things out later. So here's 94. So we'll get 94 done here. So first off, you want to take this one, which looks like it's the right side of the headrest or the A-pillar. Kind of want to set it in there like that, and then they say to put it in with a QM screw. I think I need one of my smaller heads. All right. There. That piece is on there. And then we, so it looks like we got the back part of that door. Got like a back trim piece. Okay, so that's, all right, so that goes there. So then this goes, it goes over just like that. Okay. Some real fiddly work we're doing here. And of course, Mr. Fiddly would have to join the party. Make it, a little bit harder to get this done. All right, so we got that piece on there. So we did this front piece and we did the rear piece. Now we need to take these two pieces and put them together according to the book. So we need to take this piece and put it on the back side of this piece. Create one piece. That. Yeah, those holes are down. Hello, that's right. So this goes on here like that, and that goes on there like that. Okay, there you go. Now it's on there the way it's supposed to be. Okay. And we need AP screws for that. Ouch. Okay, that one's in. Just need one more AP screw. So Mr. Fiddley joined the room again. He won't let me put the screw in. Why? All right. And then I need some more QM screws. Because now we're going to put this on this side of the car. Okay. So there's one. Oh, wait a minute. take that back. I'm putting that in wrong. It actually goes like that. Had it going in the wrong way. Well, anyhow, there you go. So we put that door seal on there. And pop it open, and there you go. So I'll tighten up everything. Yeah, that's pack 24. Thanks for joining me. Please like, comment, share, and please subscribe. It helps me grow, and that way you'll always be able to be notified when I post the next video. Thank you.